You don't have any bungee cords? No. My legs. I'm going to kick something loose. I know. I want to tie them to the chair.
You don't have any bungee cord.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Middle Aging Podcast. This is episode 3, and this is an historic episode because we have our first guest, Michael,
Woohoo!
the man, the myth, the legend. Hello,
Hi,
Mike.
everyone.
Hi. Welcome
Happy
back.
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's
Day.
Yeah, so we have our first guest this week.
Yeah.
So the one and only Mike, our dad.
Mike,
Do you
our
wanna-
dad.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I'm honored to be the first guest. But before we get started, if I may,
He's
Here
going
we
to take
go.
over already.
Yeah.
I'd just like to make a statement.
You have
Okay.
it written down.
Oh.
I'm old and I forget.
What
Oh, a
is this?
statement.
Well,
And
and maybe cancel it after this one.
It's really big.
Big print. I'm making believe I'm like a U.S. senator or something.
Oh.
Okay. I would like to apologize in advance for any words or remarks that I may use during this podcast that may insult or offend any one of the thousands of viewers or followers.
Well,
of this
thousands.
Words such as or pronouns such as he, she, him, or her. Or such archaic concepts as
And we're here.
or the fact that I think of.
Okay.
I blame these misgivings on my lack of education,
God.
especially higher education, such as attending an Ivy League university or any other liberal institution that would have taught me how to think and what to say.
Okay.
But the main reason for me still using these incendiary words and believing in such
Do you just want to go home?
controversial concepts
I guess we're done.
is that when you reach a certain age, you just don't give a shit what other people think.
Okay.
With that being said, I don't want the viewers to hold either Michelle or Jason responsible for anything that I may say or do. Any retribution should be taken against me and me alone. Thank you.
All right. Played the theme music.
That's like our disclaimer. So,
Well, there.
I don't know
that's
where
the
to go
show.
from
Good
there.
night, folks. Good night.
all right.
Speechless. We got nothing.
I just, you know.
You're a hit.
You shot from the hip. You went for it. I don't know if I can keep all of that in, but we'll keep most of it in.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
Very nice.
I loved it. It was from the heart. It was honest,
Yeah.
which is what this is about.
This
honesty.
is what it's about.
That's where we get our honesty
Whether
from.
you
No, I
agree or
want-
disagree,
I want you
that's
to be
how
comfortable, and
Keep swinging my legs. I'm
I
sorry.
want you to say whatever you want to say.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
if for some reason there's something that you feel uncomfortable airing, we're editing out. But just
Okay.
be real, be raw. And
If I don't want to answer a question, I won't.
Okay.
No,
That's
you have
literally
fair.
what he just said. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So, here we are.
All right, here we
With
are.
our first
I feel like
guest.
we should give a speech.
You've heard our disclaimers. So,
Episode 3.
yeah.
Episode
Second
3.
episode went well. We got some good feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of good feedback, and we thought it was such a dark episode.
It
Yeah.
was.
You
It
thought
was,
it was
yeah.
Yeah, I
dark?
thought it was.
Like too negative, or
Well,
just
I
the
mean,
right amount?
When you snapped out of the negativity, you kind of brought it right back there. So.
Oh.
Jason's good at that.
Okay. Well, I see this episode's going to go this way.
I
All right.
kept trying to get out of
All
it.
right. Being honest.
I
Sorry.
wasn't. I'm right.
All right.
No. I mean, he's not wrong.
Oh, all right.
But I did notice a couple things last time we recorded. And just watching it back, Michelle's pretty perfect, actually. You've been doing
Oh.
really well.
My goodness. Thank you.
Jason, the mic.
Naturally.
Yeah.
I
Why
think-
don't I just leave?
No. I think we're
why
good
don't
now.
the
Dad
two
could
of you
do it.
continue, and I'll
What's
just
your nickname?
I'll just leave.
Moochie.
No. The other one.
Oh, pint-sized perfection.
There you
Pine-
go.
Yeah.
Who called you that?
Dad did.
Oh God.
No, but even myself, I have to. I've noticed I have trouble hearing myself, and I almost like have a stroke mid sentence. I
Oh,
sometimes
I
notice
heard that,
like
yeah.
I'll just like start drawing out words.
You
So if
were
I-
doing
if
that,
I
and
take
also
off my
you like
headphones-
made up phrases. Like you're
Right.
like, "What do you guys think is a middle-aged crisis?"
Correct. And I
Middle crisis.
my mother has always told me I mumble, and I've always thought she's crazy, but
mumble.
I do mumble.
See, this is when talking so much comes in useful.
Yeah.
I talk so fast, I can't even
Yeah.
stop to hear myself.
I just need to be
Yeah.
clearer,
There you
and I
go.
need to enunciate more. I just mumble through words.
Okay.
I tried to say Alabama, and I slurred it, and I just sounded drunk. But
He wasn't.
I wasn't.
We can say that.
But no, good episode, Dad. We're glad you're here.
Yeah.
Very
I think
glad.
you'll add a
I'm
flavor,
very happy to be
Especially
here.
a much
after your
needed
intro.
flavor. That was a hell of an intro.
That was a hell of
Yeah.
an intro. I thought you were going to say like live from New York or something.
No.
Was that your own? You came up with that yourself? Any influence from Mom? Did she know about it?
I read it to her.
Okay.
She laughed, which is why I was put on this earth, to make her laugh.
Oh, that's nice.
That's why she's still with you.
Probably.
I hate to be there when the laughter stops.
If it hasn't stopped now, it won't stop.
It will never stop.
So how long have you been married, Dad? So the audience knows.
46 years.
It's awesome. It's impressive.
It is very impressive.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a miracle. No, from her point of view, not from mine.
One of the things we talked about a couple times in the podcast was that obviously at the age that we are both at, 40 and 42, you were at a very different point in your life. At 40 years old, how many children did you have?
6.
Yeah.
You
Katie
had
was just born.
Who?
Katie.
Katie was just born. So 6 kids at 40.
At 42, my 7th was.
Yeah, Adam. So what is that? What were you? Do you even remember what you were thinking, or what your life was like at that point?
Well, I mean, Katie was unique because of the pregnancy
Right.
and the birth and all that stuff.
Let's preface a little. So, Mom had to be on bed rest for about 6 months, right?
Roughly,
Okay.
yeah.
And then Katie had some health issues when she was first born. So
Yes.
he was
Yeah.
watching the other 5 kids essentially for 6 months.
Yeah. I mean, Mom was
Right.
in the house.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's. I have a wedding coming up, and that's part of
Yeah.
my.
So we won't go into too much.
Don't go into it too much.
Yeah.
I got a couple of killer lines in there.
Oh, I was
say.
wondering what you were getting at. I was
Yeah.
like, we can't talk about Caitlin because she's getting married.
He's
But
got to give the speech.
got
Yeah.
it. Got it.
But anyway, what I was thinking of, I honestly don't remember. It was kind of a bad time. I think I was unemployed, which, looking back, it worked out because I was able to stay home
Yeah,
with the kids.
that's right. For a while,
Yeah.
you were in charge of the household
Well, yeah,
because
sort of,
Mom
yeah.
was bedridden.
No,
Yeah.
a lot of commands would be screamed out from the second floor, but whatever.
I do remember that.
But I mean, hey, it was kind of a rough time financially, but you keep going.
Now we were in the gray house.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
Yep.
in Walden.
Yeah, Walden. Wow, that's crazy. I can't even imagine having 6 kids in my mind right now because it's tough. It's a tough job.
Yeah, but
We were different ages, so I'm sure having
Oh,
older
no.
children kind of helped.
Yeah. No, it
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
did, especially with the last 3.
Yeah.
But you do it. You don't even think about it. You just do it.
That's true. You just sort of go through the motions and you don't even think about it.
Were you help, the older 3?
I'm sorry, what?
Were you help?
Oh, definitely.
What are you getting at?
No, I
you want
just
him
was
to say that
asking.
I wasn't a help.
No.
No, I mean, we know what she's getting at. She
No.
was the biggest help. Michael was like, whatever he was.
He was
16,
like
17.
brooding in the background.
Yeah. And
No, he
Jason was
helped.
just spinning in
you were
circles.
falling out windows. And,
I did.
whatever.
I felt-
No, that's not what I was getting at.
Well,
All right.
you were a help, though.
So do you remember middle aging? Did you ever think you were middle aged when you were in it?
No.
Okay.
Okay. There we
See
go.
you later.
Next question.
Why is that? Just because
I think so much
I had
going on.
busy.
So much other crap to worry
Yeah.
about. You know,
Well, do you even think? I mean, how old are you?
68.
68. I mean, I don't think he's 68. Like when you say he's 68, it's like 68. Like,
Yeah, I
don't
think he is 68, but he doesn't act 68. And I don't think he looks 68.
Well, that's literally
Yeah.
what I mean. I mean, like
He kind of
doesn't-
looks 68.
I feel like Jason's very defensive this episode. 'Cause
Well, I'm being
Dad's
attacked
here.
a lot. I'm being attacked.
Who's attacking you?
Nobody's attacked.
See, he makes this.
I'm not making it up. I was critiqued on air of how I do podcasts.
You're literally the only one at the table with 2 drinks right now.
well. I'm very
drink check.
thirsty.
To drink Jason.
TDJ.
TDJ.
So did you ever? Last episode we talked about the midlife crisis. You never had one. Thought about it.
No.
Getting
I mean,
a secretary,
you'd have to
get
ask my
crazy.
wife if I went through one, but I didn't like say, yeah, it's about time I go through a midlife crisis.
Yeah,
I
think
don't
you.
remember one.
No.
One of Dad's.
Well,
Well, I'm saying, we were born when he was young,
I
so we
can
were
drink
there
while I'm on
during
the
mid.
TV.
Yeah,
Midlife.
you can drink
midlife.
whenever you want.
Mom said something though that I thought was really important. Is that Mom, and maybe you can back this up, or she would always say that what happens between me and your father is none of your business. So even if he went through a midlife crisis, I don't think we would have known.
No,
think
but I
Mom
think
and
there
Dad
would have been
did a very-
signs.
Well, how would we have known?
Well, if he got like a
Like
sports
an
car, we'd
outlandish
see it.
purchase or something like that.
Well,
Or like a hovercraft.
I think
got
your,
that van.
Your mother always felt that, if she had a problem with me, she would never want to influence her kids to think negatively of me,
She never spoke.
and vice versa.
Yeah.
I mean, if I have an issue with your mother,
yeah.
unless naturally if she stabbed me or something, you would know that.
Well, we might lean one way or the
Yeah,
other,
but,
depending on why she
I mean, I
stabbed you.
would Never. Well, true.
Yeah.
No, and I think that's good. Because
That she stabs me?
no, that you guys never share that with us because I don't think we needed to know.
Well, I think that's important, and that's
Yeah.
something that I find. I mean, obviously, my child isn't aware of a
Can't
lot right
understand
now.
what you're saying.
He can't understand what I'm saying. Oh, right. But I think there's something to be like your relationship with your wife has to be good. So in some cases, you have to put each other first to a certain degree, so you can be there for your children.
Definitely.
Yeah, because you can't ignore your own relationship at the price of your children, because I think that leads to problems. Personally,
All right.
do you think so? Too?
That was very, yes. That
Yeah,
was very
thank
Wow.
good.
Thank you.
In fact, I'm going to write that down. But,
So what else?
I think that's it. I
Stayed at the
think we can
hotel
go.
last night.
Do you have a? Oh,
What?
Stayed at the hotel last night.
Over Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Was that your Valentine's Day
wanna
adventure?
talk?
No, it
Do you wanna
was
talk about
completely by surprise that it happened. Let me tell the story.
Oh, good.
Okay. Just
There we
don't
go.
give the names.
No.
Yeah. Don't say
No.
the hotel you stayed at.
Well, let me.
Oh,
I don't know.
God. Here we
Mom
go.
and I, you know our building we live in.
Yes.
We have the mail room.
Yes.
Okay. Mom and I were in the mail room,
Okay.
and we were checking out each other's postage, and a man walked in and said, "Get a room." So we got a room.
Okay. They didn't know where that was going.
Now Michelle got us the room.
Wow.
Anyways.
That's. I had no idea.
That was it?
That was it.
That was the whole story?
But the hotel
The real
was
story
beautiful.
was less important.
I liked it.
Oh,
Good.
did you like
Okay.
it?
We
Was
can
it
have
your
a
first time
sidebar.
there?
Yeah.
Well, as with the new name, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, right.
It was completely surprised? Wasn't planned?
No, we found out the night before.
Yeah.
Did you do anything else, or did you just go to the hotel and stay at the hotel?
We went out to dinner first.
to the restaurant in the hotel.
No, I don't think they were serving food. I don't know what they were doing.
Yeah, it's a tough time. For restaurant.
Did you go to your place? I assume you went to eat at the same place you always eat at?
No.
No, we
Oh,
went to
okay.
the
A
yeah
steakhouse.
a steakhouse.
Okay.
Oh.
And but they had like scented soaps. They had peppermint shampoo.
Ooh.
They had like
wait a minute.
oregano
Oh, right.
Did you use
conditioner. and rum body wash.
Okay, okay, you answered my question. I didn't know if the body wash was peppermint because I've used peppermint body wash before and it did not go well. Like,
No,
it was intense.
but it was very nice.
You were like a salad at the end
I
of
was
your
like
shower.
a salad. I walked out of the shower and I felt like putting French dressing on my head.
That's awesome.
But it was nice. Very nice.
Did you do anything for Valentine's Day, Jay?
Floating tables.
Did we do anything for Valentine's? No, we kind of. I kind of spaced out little gifts for her.
Okay.
So I got her something called a comfy, which is like
I didn't know what you were gonna say.
I know, which is like a blanket outfit.
Like a snuggie.
Like a homeless
pretty much.
man.
It has a hood. What'd you say?
Like a homeless man?
Yeah,
Hobo. We call them
Nothing's a romance
hobos.
like homeless. We've talked about homeless men before.
Hobos.
Hobos.
Hobos, right? Not homeless. And then I got her, cliched roses, and then I made her a dessert charcuterie.
Do you love charcuterie?
I do love charcuterie. I
Yeah.
also like that word. So
What were you serving?
mostly all gummy stuff. She loves gummy bears and cookies and stuff like that. So, and then I think tonight we're going to dinner at our parents. So romantic. Yeah. It's
I went
kind of
out
difficult
to dinner
to do
last
anything.
night.
What?
We went out last night.
Oh, that's
Oh.
to
good.
dinner.
Where'd you go?
This restaurant in Elk Ridge.
Okay.
It's like a historic building. You know
Very
what it
I know what
is?
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Sidebar. Okay.
Have you been there before? I think our mother would really like it.
I think we went there for Mother's Day brunch once. If it's what I think it is.
They do have a brunch.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like on the river.
Yeah.
Down by the river.
We'll talk about it. But yeah.
Okay.
I don't like
it's been a while.
Valentine's Day.
I don't
Okay.
either.
Yeah.
I think it's a
Yeah.
stupid day.
It
And I
is.
think it makes people feel like crap because, especially, it's like, why does there just need to be one day where it's like, well, today I'm going to show you that I love you, but every other day it's just not going to matter.
Why does it make people feel like crap?
Well,
Like-
they don't have someone. Sometimes it can make you feel lonely. And
Michelle?
I wasn't.
Oh, no.
talking-
No, I was going to say,
No,
how
it
do you
doesn't
feel
make me
about
feel bad.
Valentine's Day?
I didn't say Michelle. I said people.
I'm just asking her.
Oh, okay.
No, it doesn't make me feel bad. I
Okay.
think it makes people feel bad if, like, one couple does all this stuff and then somebody else's husband doesn't do anything. Or vice
That's what I
versa.
mean. It's
I
like
think
comparing.
That's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Compare.
I mean, I bought a narwhal for Grayson.
You did.
A stuffed narwhal.
Well, Valentine's Day is purely just buying stuff to show love. Mm-hmm. Really.
It's actually more for the female, I think, than the male.
Well, it's hard to buy Valentine's presents for men.
You really can't think of a present a guy would like?
Well,
Come on.
I'm saying buying something.
You don't have to buy anything.
I
You can make it yourself.
Just you like cardboard card or something. Perhaps a nice candle.
All right, let's get back to Dad.
Have you ever gotten any memorable Valentine's Day gifts, Dad, that are appropriate for the podcast?
I got one this morning. Nice sweater.
Oh,
Oh,
that's nice. What kind of sweater?
I don't know.
lovely.
Oh, is it?
With buttons.
It's a cardigan.
Oh, yeah.
I knew that.
A
Yeah.
Cardigan. That's an old man.
Mom
thing.
likes the way
Yeah.
he looks in sweaters. She
Yeah,
told me.
she likes
that.
where I look in sweaters.
Yep.
Oh,
So-
Ashley likes the way I look in sweaters too.
All right. It's about Dad.
Oh,
Yeah. After you all leave tonight, I'll be putting it on.
Just
the
that.
cardigan.
just the sweater.
Just the cardigan.
No comment.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Okay.
So, Dad, you were pretty excited to get on the podcast. Are there a reason in particular? You just always, I don't know. You've never been one, because at the dinner table, you don't talk a lot of times. And
Well-
people ask you why you don't talk.
That's funny, but I've reached a point where younger I was the life of the party, but I like to listen to the rest of you talk
Aw.
and just see where you're all at. And if you start talking politics, then Mom takes over the conversation.
Right.
So,
Well, let me ask you, what do you think of the podcast so far?
I think it's wonderful.
Okay.
You mean like this one or the previous?
Yeah. No, I'm saying like just in general, like
No, I think it's been.
what did you
very-
think when we first said it, and now
I
is it?
I didn't think it would go well. I thought,
Okay.
I thought me and my brother should have a podcast because we're all pretty funny.
You are funny.
But you fooled me. You're both very natural, very
We are.
articulate, very
We're very
funny. What was that? In a different way. Yes.
Funny in a different way.
Yes.
Well,
Funny
don't know
in
if
an
I'm
unfunny
funny.
way.
Yeah. We're funny and not funny at the same time.
Talk and don't talk.
We talk and not talk.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, before we got on, you guys were talking about some interesting things.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
That a mother loves her
Oh, right. A mother loves her children more than a father does. That's what you were saying.
Yeah, I believe that.
You
No,
believe
he
that?
was saying a mother loves her children more than her husband.
No, I didn't
No.
think you were saying. No.
No.
I don't think
No, which may be true.
That's what Jason said.
No,
at
that's
first.
not what I
True.
said.
That's what you. Well, you said Ashley loves Grayson more than me, and we said yes.
Did I say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I meant
thought that
more
was the
than I
discussion.
love
Oh,
him.
I
Not
thought you
more.
were.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. I think she loves Grayson more than you.
Oh
No, I
yeah.
don't think so. I think it's a different
I
kind of
think
love.
that's a different kind of love.
It's different.
But I don't know.
I mean, it's
don't
her
know.
child, so
Yeah.
it's nothing can compare to it.
Well, that's why he's
It's
saying
like saying
it's
she
different.
loves me. It's like she's saying she loves me more than her father. Well, I guess. Well, it's different. It's like I don't love my dad more. I don't love Ashley more than my father.
No, you
I
love all
them
these.
differently.
It's different.
Get her father on the phone.
But
Is it a
here's the
stronger
thing.
love? A stronger
Yes.
love.
well, I think
An unbreakable love.
It's a more. It's a physical love. I mean, there's a physicality.
Well, I
to
think part of it is there's nothing Grayson could do to make Ashley stop loving him.
it.
You
think
could do
there's something I could do
Men
Well,
all over the world
you-
do it
to
every
make her
day.
stop loving me.
You've already done it
Yeah.
once.
With
No,
all right.
you know what I mean.
See,
I'm not just
yeah,
saying
say
you.
I'm negative, but I don't bring this.
But I'm
stuff
saying
up.
No, you're right.
children consistently like break their mother's hearts, but they still will die for their kid.
You think there's nothing great? What if Grayson kills Jason?
Nope. I would love the kid more.
How much insurance?
No,
I
wouldn't.
have a
Jason.
nice policy.
He would never do that.
No,
Kill
I
me?
think
Well, I hope
because
not.
because a mother carries the child, there's something there that a father can never have. That's all.
I can speak for myself, but had that ever bothered you?
No,
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it too. It's cool.
So you think we love mom more than you?
I didn't say that.
Oh.
I said she loves
But that's interesting.
you more than I love you,
I don't think I could say
especially now.
Okay.
as they get older. You think?
It's funny, but your relationship changes as they get
Oh,
older.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely.
You know, I think. I mean, I just think I'm more fun than mom now. So
Oh yeah,
Well, I think that's been the case for a long time.
yeah. She's a real stick in the
But
mud.
somebody had to be. But the fact that you two are sitting here shows your relationship has changed.
And here we are. What do you
No.
mean? We could
Well-
sit next to each other.
no, of
No, not
course.
sit next to each other, but
I would say out of the family, you two have had the rockiest relationship. Not bad, but in all our relationships,
Well, when was the last time you would say our relationship was rocky?
that
In memory.
pizza.
What?
Talking about marijuana at the pizza place.
All right.
Yeah, but before that, we were fine.
Yeah.
oh no.
And that was really the pizza's fault. We shouldn't have went to
Was.
that place
There
twice.
might have been marijuana in the pizza.
No, but I
should
think
have had
we're talking
some.
like teenage years and younger
well,
years.
okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
No.
We're going to talk about the teenage years. All right, that's fine.
Get
I
into
was
it.
a
It's
ve-
middle. Come on.
I was a
middle-
very different teenager than you and Michael.
But Christopher, Joe, and Kate. Oh,
Okay.
the boy.
At that point, you just said
I'm
that.
not supposed to say
At that
names.
point, Dad was done with being a parent.
No,
he was
that's
just
not
looking
true.
to get through the day.
That's not true.
He'll admit to it. He was laughing. At
He was
the
looking
things
for
they
his
did.
first drink.
Yeah.
When he came home.
I mean, and Mom has even said this. You know, they had Michael, they had you, they had a boy and a girl. They're like, we got this. The next one's going to be a boy. We could figure it out. And apparently, I came out and like destroyed people and ate everything and never slept. And it like threw mom for a loop and whatever. So, I think Michael was similar to Dad. I think you were just a people pleaser, so you were just there to do whatever anyone wanted.
Why does he say that?
Well, it's partial.
A people pleaser.
Well, I mean, you just went whichever way the wind was blowing.
You were like Switzerland.
You made sure to always bet on the winner.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's smart, Jill.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
I was always a loser, so I wasn't betting on any winners. But I think the other thing is, and this is not good. I'm not saying this is good behavior for me, but Dad would say to do something, and you and Michael would be like, okay, and I'd be like, why? And that's not good.
well, but I think he held me and Michael to a much higher standard than you.
Okay.
You can ask him. He's right here.
What,
You
they
can
met
ask
Michael?
him.
No, you're probably right.
I definitely think
I mean,
he
I
held
think
Michael
you got
to
out
a
of,
higher
you
standard.
got out of doing a lot of stuff, as
Yeah.
I would say.
Do we have to talk about the
You're an
weeding
idiot. Get out
incident?
of here.
All right. In fairness with that,
Should we?
okay, we can talk about the weeding. We weeded. My
No,
father.
I'm telling the story.
It was a long driveway.
Long driveway,
Very
gravel
long
driveway.
It's an insane
Saturday
driveway.
morning, we had to go out to weed. Me, Michael, Jason, my dad.
It wasn't Saturday. It was a Sunday
Oh,
morning.
Sunday.
No, it was Saturday because we would have
It
went to
doesn't
church.
matter.
We would have went to church.
Okay. So we're weeding, and Jason, like me and Michael, are really weeding because we want to get done. Jason is like throwing weeds and throwing rocks.
This isn't
and
accurate.
Singing and who knows what.
Nope. Not what
So
happened.
Dad said, basically, you
Look
have
at Dad's
to keep
face
weeding,
looking
keep
at
weeding.
Jason as-
And finally, Jason just annoyed him so much that he sent him inside to not weed anymore. And Jason went inside, and I remember this. As he closed the door, he turned around and gave like a look. And Michael was furious because we don't understand why we had to keep weeding even though we were doing it right.
Okay.
And he was inside.
That's fair. There were
Okay.
3 sets of gloves. I didn't have the glove, and there were thorns on the weeds.
I didn't have gloves.
You all had gloves. I didn't have the gloves.
I don't
don't
think that's
remember.
true.
Yeah, well,
We
I'm
would
not
at least
surprised.
given you one glove.
And you mean to tell me that I was so duplicitous that
Yes.
I was walking inside, turned around, and was like, bye.
You knew
While the door
exactly
was
what you were
closing?
doing. Yes.
No.
I don't think he'd give you no gloves.
Yeah. He would have given him one glove.
What do you remember?
You're telling me he kept the gloves and didn't.
You probably put the glove on your head.
All right,
Or
you
on
remember-
your ear or something. No, I probably
You
said
really
that's
don't
it.
think so? Remember Woodstock when we were all freezing and Dad had the sleeping
No,
bag?
but-
Should have stood on the
No,
line.
he
Waited
taught
on
us
the line.
a valuable lesson because
That's right.
When
so we
there's a
went to
line, you
Woodstock
stand on
in
it.
'94. My dad was in charge of all of us, and we were sleeping in it was a circus tent that had bunk beds in it.
Man of what? What?
Shady
family dog.
Family dog.
Family dog. Yeah.
Shady dog.
So it was August, but it was much colder than we ever anticipated.
Especially with no blankets.
And my dad saw a line and just randomly stood on the line.
stood on it.
And
Life
at the end
lesson.
of it was free sleeping bags. So he was coming, and I said to myself, well, I'm going to get the sleeping bag. I'm his daughter.
You assumed.
He only had sons here and me. And I said,
Like, I was
"Oh."
like a 14-year-old.
my.
Okay, well.
I said, well, okay, Dad, can I use a sleeping bag? And he said, no, it's mine. And he
Yep.
said, lesson learned. If you see a line, stand on it.
Yep.
And literally for the 3 nights, I was freezing and he was in
Yep.
his goddamn sleeping
We all were.
Toasty.
Yep.
Were you warm the whole time?
Don't be so shocked about the glove incident.
But we were older.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was cold. I didn't.
Yeah, Dad, you weren't usually home on Saturday mornings. Was he usually working? I remember maybe
I
not
think it
the whole
depended.
time.
Depends
But-
on what job I had.
When you were home on Saturday mornings, you did not like us to. Well, you didn't like us wearing socks in the house without shoes.
No, he
That-
puts his shoes on as soon
Right.
as he gets
Yeah,
dressed.
He
to
didn't.
annoy you.
He didn't like not wearing shoes around the house.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always have to be ready to run
I
out
mean,
if there's
I'm
a
not
fire.
Japanese or anything.
Okay.
Well, because you would say, I'm ready. And he'd say, no, you're not. You
No,
don't
your
have your
shoes
shoes
aren't
on.
on. But he would make us do things on Saturday. You couldn't watch the Saturday morning cartoons for too long. Like that would annoy you. You'd be like, there's plenty we can do.
Because when he was a child, he had like mine on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Walk to school.
Right.
On Saturday.
Uphill.
Yeah, he went to the 7-day-a-week
He had the
school.
black lung by the time he was
That's right.
12.
Grandpa kept sending him to school on
Yeah,
Saturdays.
even though it was closed.
Soup school.
Yeah, soup school. He used to learn how to make bisques.
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 It
and
was
chowders.
Yeah.
That'll be another story for
Yeah.
another day.
Soup school is a
Soup
whole
school.
separate episode.
Whatever. But we've had good moments.
Yeah. Well,
had a lot.
I also think, you get older, you kind of find the truth in what your parents are saying.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're younger, you don't think your parents go through the same thing you went through.
No, that's the truth. I mean, I find myself even doing it still. You know,
Yeah.
with my dad.
Yeah.
My dad did and said, and it's like, you do the same thing, and it's like, holy shit.
And you're a grandfather
That's
now.
why he did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
And
you're right.
even now you're a grandfather. You're at a different stage of your life now. You now understand how your fathers felt as a grandfather, which is a uniquely different relationship with.
Yeah.
So,
But he's a much different grandfather than his father.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
think? What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
I mean,
Oh.
Grandpa was, like whenever we went to visit, he was on that couch all the time. He wasn't really
he
like
never really seemed like
the
happy to see us.
rough housing.
Well, Grandpa didn't like Michelle.
Yeah.
right?
That's false.
He didn't trust you.
Okay.
He didn't trust you. He said
That's
you were too good for your own good.
Who said that?
No
Oh.
one.
No, but I'm saying dad is like very much a rough house,
Yeah.
like play around with the kids.
Yeah.
Grandpa didn't tend to be that way as
No.
much.
No, he wasn't.
But it could be when
But
he
it's
was
different
like
generation.
The
Yeah.
generation,
Different
exactly.
Neither of our grandfathers really were.
They grew up in the Great
I
Depression.
mean,
No, that's
Grandpa,
true.
Grandpa George wasn't. I can't say he was like always happy to see us. Like he wasn't unhappy to see us. All
He was
right,
always
maybe
happy
just
to see
me.
No, but
Our
I think
grandmothers were similar in that respect. I mean, Grandma
Yeah.
Annabelle used to suck your face off when you used to leave, with her kisses and stuff like that.
yeah. I mean, I remember Grandpa George with like Joe. He would do a little bit more with like the tractor, but yeah.
Oh,
you're
he used
right.
to ride us around on the
But
tractor.
it is. It's obviously a generational thing.
But they were both pretty funny guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No,
They were
They
very
were.
funny. Yeah.
they were a lot of fun to be around.
Grandpa George was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you had a couple of beers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't really recall that.
Yeah.
Grandpa Phil, yes. Grandpa George.
Grandpa George was funny.
No, he
He
was a
used
lot
to-
of fun.
Yeah, if he was with the right people, he was funny. You and him used to have.
Yeah, no, we got along real well.
Yeah.
I remember one time we were living in Camilla's house. Am I allowed to say Camilla?
In Queens.
Yeah.
Yes, you're fine. Yeah.
I don't think she'll care.
And we were supposed to go up for dinner because Marianne's parents lived up the street. And I had on a T-shirt, not like a wife beater, like a T-shirt that had some sort of team name or whatever. And out of the clear blue sky, your mother says, "Well, you can't wear that."
How old were you at the time?
Well, they were
How
married.
old was I? I was like, whatever, 30 something.
They were married
Oh,
with kids.
Yeah, maybe late 20s. But yeah, you were born.
Oh,
in
really?
Camilla's house. And she said, yeah, you can't wear that. I said, why not? Well, my father doesn't allow people to eat dinner at his table in T-shirts.
Oh.
So I probably said something like, you effing kidding me? Whatever. I says, okay, no problem. So I went and put on a dress shirt, like a plaid dress shirt, with like a polka dot tie. And we went to dinner. And he saw it naturally. And he says, what is this all about? I says, well, I heard I can't wear a T-shirt to eat dinner in this house. So I says, I thought I'd get dressed up. So he thought it was funny. We laughed about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a good
He was a fun guy.
He was.
Yeah.
Very old fashioned.
Yeah. But clearly that was more Mom's thing than Grandpa George's thing.
No, from what I hear, he wouldn't let, his son wear a T-shirt.
You don't like it when we
Not
wear
an undershirt.
Oh, undershirt.
No shirt.
Yeah.
You're fine with a t-shirt.
Shirtless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shirt.
No shirt. I don't think we've ever eaten at the table with no shirt.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's gross.
What about the beach house?
Yeah,
Did you ever
beach.
do that?
Oh, yeah. No.
No, I think they still put a shirt
We
on.
still put our shirt on. After lunch,
Yeah.
we took the shirts off, but
Yeah.
Just embarrassing with the nipple rings.
I think they've been trained well.
Who are
I
you?
don't think we have nipple rings.
They're to the floor now. If you do,
Oh,
That's weird.
that's weird.
so this is our first guest. I mean, do you have any questions for him? We should. I mean, he's kind of been sitting there and listening to you two talk.
No, he's said some stories.
Yeah. Questions.
Come on, Jay, get into something good.
Yeah, you need to loosen up. You're too stiff.
Okay. Wow. Is there anything you would have done differently?
No.
Oh, shit. No.
I mean, maybe
I wouldn't have had
not
child
pertaining-
number 5.
Since we're the ones that are interviewing you, is there anything differently you might have done with either of us?
Like two kids instead of 6.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I hope not.
No, because sometimes you look back in life and you say, if I would have done this, if I would have done that, if I would have done this, then I wouldn't be where I am now,
That's true.
Yeah.
and I wouldn't be with possibly your mother now, and we wouldn't have the kids now. So no, I wish I would have saved more money,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but hey, what are you gonna do?
How do you think we turned out?
No, I think it's all great. No, I really do.
No one's gone to jail for long.
I mean, pretty well-behaved kids for the most part, right? Pretty.
No, pretty well behaved. Not issues that I know of with stuff.
Don't look at me.
I could say something, but I might get emotional, so I'm not.
Okay. All right.
You're very emotional. More lately
Yeah.
than because a lot of our cousins used to be terrified of you.
Well, that was the point where
Well,
he had those glasses that were like transition,
glasses and beard.
and a beard. So he kind of looked like a terrorist.
like a serial killer.
But the glasses never transitioned, so he would be
they-
coming in.
he was emotionless.
So like our cousins did
one
say
of our
they used
cousins
to be
thought he had
afraid.
black eyes, like he had like black.
They were afraid,
black pupils.
but not anymore.
like Marilyn Manson.
One of it may have been Joseph. I don't remember who, but one of the births that I attended, I had the glasses on, so I had the surgeon's cap, and then the mask, and then the black glasses. So I look kind of freaky.
Just look like a random guy who
Yeah,
got
it's just
dressed
some
up.
guy they grabbed off the street. Yeah, this is your husband. Yeah, come on, push.
How do you like being a grandfather? Like, do you like it? Do you like it more than you thought you would, or?
I knew I'd be great at it. No, I like it. Unfortunately, for many reasons, I'm not a grandfather that much.
Yeah.
Well, you're always a grandfather, but
Well, he's saying 'cause
They
they're
don't
not
live here, yeah.
Right.
Because they're in different
Yeah.
states and different countries. But hopefully that won't be forever.
yeah.
True.
True.
But you've made a lasting impact on them.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you know,
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said a last
lasting
name impact.
No, not last name.
Well, they all have the same last name. So I
Well,
thought that's right.
to me, I'm better in person.
Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
one to call or Zoom because as soon as a kid loses attention, I'm done. I'm calling you. I expect a conversation. So as soon
Yeah,
as you
that's fair. It's a respect thing.
dance away,
Yeah.
okay, we're done. We had enough. But physical, in person,
Yeah.
fooling around, stuff like that.
You had a big grandchild moment last weekend. My son was baptized.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was very, very nice.
It was
nice.
nice. Nice ceremony.
Yeah.
Wore a funky hat,
He did wear a funky hat.
and he did well.
He did
Is
well.
that
You
traditional?
almost killed him.
The hat?
funky hat?
Yeah.
No.
No,
No.
I think that just came with the specific outfit that Ashley got him.
I have a question. Do you like so you had 4 boys, 2 girls. Well,
Yes.
technically 5 boys, but
Yes.
4.
Right.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Did you ever like, I wish I had more girls, less
No.
boys? Or...
No.
Okay.
No, I thought it was fine. I think boys are easier because, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to insult anybody. You don't worry as much about boys.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. I think that's true. They get to a certain age and you kind of, whether it's right or wrong, no one's, whether it's society or whatever, no one's going to mess with a boy. Like if a boy's by himself as opposed to a girl by
Yeah, that's
himself
true.
in the middle of the night,
That's
I think that, statistics might say a boy would be
Well, and I think you
safer.
got two really strong, like your daughters are pretty great.
yeah,
Like
sometimes I
physically
think
strong.
too strong. But-
Maybe.
yeah.
But I'm saying,
Maybe.
like, you couldn't do much better.
Like bulls in china shops.
right.
Yeah. Couldn't do much better. There you go.
We were different, but
Yeah.
great.
Boys, to me, you want to treat a boy differently because eventually they're going to be a
Yeah.
man, a husband, a father, and they got to be able to. It sounds old-fashioned, but they got to be able to take care of the family.
Right.
You know,
I'll grow up one day, Dad. I promise. I'll get there.
you do different ways you can do it. You know, be a freaky geeky. I mean,
Oh,
I
That's
guess
me.
that's you.
freaky.
I'm freaky geek.
you're getting it done.
I think that's really funny because that reminds me of a story where I was working with you. I worked with you a couple times in my life, but
Always
I think at
fired.
this point, what?
Always fired.
Yep. I think he is actually accurate. I was fired both times. I think I worked with you at the patio company.
Yes.
And
I didn't fire you.
no, you had somebody else do it.
No, the owner fired you.
Right. The owner fired me. But we were driving around.
Yes.
And we were going to stop for lunch. So I was literally working with you in certain
Yes,
respects,
you were-
working
yeah.
for you.
Right.
At work.
Right.
And we were going to buy lunch, and you were going to buy me lunch. But then you called Michelle, who was about 30 minutes away, to come and meet us for lunch, which you were going to then buy for her.
Mm-hmm.
And you got off the phone with Michelle, and I believe you said something
Story's
like,
so old.
I would buy my daughters anything, but for whatever reason, buying my son's things just really pisses me off. Now, I was working for you. I was at
You were
work
getting
with
paid.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's what that reminds me of. So that was probably part of the tough love.
Yeah. But I mean, I defended you at times too.
You did.
What about?
But the Mrs. Woods story.
No.
Oh.
Mrs.
No names.
Oh. Well, they don't. She's probably
Woods
dead.
is a pretty generic
dead.
name.
Okay.
Yeah. It could be anyone. I don't even know
Tiger
what her first name
Woods.
was.
Yeah, Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. Yeah, I actually told that story on social media for Father's Day a couple years ago. You sent me something recently.
Well, there was an episode of This Is Us.
the
this
show
past
This Is Us.
where the dad,
Yeah.
Jack Pearson, defends his son to his coach because his coach calls him stupid. And he
Yeah.
goes into the bathroom and basically says, he was very nice to the guy, but said, don't ever call my son stupid again. And he was like hemming and hawing, and he said, nope, don't ever call him stupid again. And that was it. But I did send it to Jason because of this story.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell my part, and then you can tell your part. Because the way I remember it, and I don't think you remember all of it. You said that you didn't. Some of it.
Okay.
Okay. So there was a teacher who I wasn't very good at school. So there was a teacher that was basically, I think, kind of being a bully to me. She was very demeaning and whatever. And at the time, I don't think I really knew she was being mean to me because I didn't really care because I think I had like Tourette's or something. I would just anyway. So I had come home and I think nonchalantly you knew, or she called that I had failed a test or something. And it was the same conversation from my memory, like Jason failed the test, Dad's going to get angry, and it's going to be what it's going to be. But in the context of me telling you and Mom the story, I'll never forget. I was at the kitchen table. Dad was kind of where he is right now, and I think I was on that side and Mom was on this side, and it was in the Walden house, the gray house. So I was sitting there, and in me telling the story, I basically just relayed what she did, which pretty much was her holding up the test in front of everyone in the class and basically saying how I could be so stupid, like this is so stupid. And she was laughing. And other people in the class were kind of laughing too, but we're all children, so nobody. And I think I was laughing.
Was this 6th grade, 7th grade?
Yeah.
Knowing what she taught.
Yeah. And I
7th?
was.
Okay.
I thought you were in college.
No. And I was laughing, and I didn't see the issue really, because I was stupid, I guess. No. Okay. I'm just trying to say like what.
Yeah.
And as I was telling Dad said, wait, like he stopped me, and these aren't the exact words that he said, I'm sure, but he was like, so she called you stupid? And I said, yeah. And he said, all right. And we ended the conversation, and that was it. And I think they said like something like, you didn't do your best here, or something along those lines. And then it was weeks later where they set up a meeting, or she set up a meeting with you, or something like that. And we were all there in the classroom, and it was her sitting at the head, and then Dad was next to me, and Mom was behind Dad, or behind me. And she was basically just laying into me, just saying how I was undisciplined, how I was this, I was a horrible student. She had like notes and stacks of paper and stuff. And
they were mostly agreeing, right? From
oh, they
what you
were.
said? Yeah.
Dad was saying, I'm so sorry for my son's behavior, and we understand he is kind of all over the place and everything. I'm paraphrasing. He's different.
Special.
And then he was like, he will be dealt with. Like, I will deal with him. And I remember she seemed so proud of herself.
Like so
she was
smug.
Just like, very smug. And this, just side note, this woman had a problem with me because she taught both you and Michael. And she was lovely.
She was an angel.
Yeah. But she just didn't like me. I just really think she just didn't like me for whatever reason.
Well.
And then Dad said, all right, thank you. He's like, I just have one quick question for you. Did you call my son stupid?
Didn't she have you leave?
No.
Oh.
She goes, did you tell my... And I think you did this on purpose so I would hear you say it, which had an effect. But he said, did you call my son stupid? And she got like all nervous. Like she was like stacking papers, but then like she went back and like restacked them and wasn't making eye contact. And she was like, well, he goes, it's real simple. He's like, did you call my son stupid? And she was like, well, yeah. And he's turned to Mom. He's like, get him out of here. And Mom it's like they choreographed it. Mom grabbed me, took me out of the room, threw me in the hallway, and closed the door. And that's all I remember.
Okay.
And then I was in the hallway. Like, school was closed. So I went to like across the hallway where there was like that after school, whatever. And I sat there, and 45 minutes later, they came out.
45 minutes.
In my mind, it felt like 45 minutes
Had you
later.
beaten her?
So then what happened?
What'd you say?
Wait, this is news. I've never heard this.
No, all I said was when I knew she called you stupid but the thing that got me was she called you stupid in front of the class.
Right.
If she wants to pull you to the side,
And call me stupid in private.
I don't think she should ever call anyone
whatever.
stupid.
So I said, okay, well, this is what you're going to do now. You're going to pull him out in front of the class, and you're going to apologize in front of the class. And I mean, I don't think I had to repeat it. She agreed.
And then you hit her?
No, I didn't hit her.
Oh.
He threatened her.
I untied her. And then, I guess a few days later.
No, I think it was.
I don't know.
Day.
I think we told you she was gonna.
No,
we didn't.
Nope.
Okay.
Well,
I thought we wanted to tell you because we thought you would like start doing jumping jacks in front of the room or something.
No.
Oh, told you to like calm down.
Just accept it and go.
Oh, no.
Like not be like this.
Well, because
No more weeds.
it was it was one of those situations where I didn't realize anything wrong happened. Like I honestly wasn't like I don't remember feeling hurt. I don't even remember feeling embarrassed. But obviously what she did was wrong.
Yeah.
And so it was funny because when you like asked her, did you call my son stupid? It's like all the sound left the room. Like we all were just like, what?
Well, it's funny because we were talking about this story, and
Yeah.
Mom said when he said that, and then when he said take you out, like as she was depositing you outside, she was like, holy shit, what is he going to do?
Yeah.
Like as she was closing the
Oh, see, I had no idea that was happening.
Yeah,
Like
I had
you-
no idea
Yeah.
none of this was planned.
No.
It was just.
But it must have.
But did you plan to ask her that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
I did.
Oh no, I'm sure he.
Yeah.
But think about that. What compelled you to like? We were just joking. Like we had a challenging relationship, me and you. So why did you do that?
Well, because that's wrong.
It's just like anything. I mean, you could call your brother an asshole, but you don't want anybody
Yeah.
else to call your brother an asshole.
But it was important to you. I feel like
yeah.
it was important to you to confront her in front of me.
There's no. How do you confront a person unless you're in front of
Right.
Yeah.
It was like, it. I don't know. It meant a lot to me.
You never did
It-
anything like that for me.
Well, did anyone call you stupid?
Well, no, I'm pretty smart.
Yeah.
I don't know. It meant a lot.
Well, that's
And
good.
it didn't mean a lot at that moment. It
Okay.
took some time to actually be like, oh.
I once kicked a nun out of an office for Michelle.
That's true.
Oh,
you did.
yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about
did.
that.
Details?
Yeah, you got to tell that one.
All right.
I was a little pissed off because we had found out that Michelle was supposed to be going.
Yes.
She had a heart set on going.
So
to
I went
Boston
to a
College.
Catholic school, high school. So there was tuition, and it was a downturn. You know, like I don't know if you weren't working.
Tell
It
me
was
one
all
of those.
about the time you were unemployed. So we didn't have paid the tuition on time, so we were behind in tuition. So it became time to send transcripts and all that kind of stuff, and they refused
to send out your
to
transcripts. to
send out the
colleges.
transcripts,
Right.
right? So is that when that was?
Yes. So you couldn't apply to colleges.
So
you
I
went to the
couldn't apply to
community
college. Yeah, so
for
I
a
went to
year.
community college.
So we
supposed
thought.
to go for a semester, but I was very angry. Probably the only time I've ever been like really angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. That's the
Well,
only time.
No, but I'm saying like the only time I rebelled.
Threw out her clipboards. Everything.
So I didn't end up going to community college
Only
I
used
was
pencils.
I thought I was above it, which student loans later, maybe I should have just did it, but I
She
was young.
hanging
so,
out in a coffee shop. All
So
the
yeah, so I didn't end up going to class. So I didn't know what I thought the end game was going to be, but they found out. And then it was, but I knew I wanted to go to college. It just, I didn't want to go to that
But
community
in the
college.
meantime, the tuition was paid. Or something.
Well, yeah, we worked it out. So I was applying to go to school down here in DC and also someplace up there.
Yeah.
But I had to go figure out what schools and get my transcripts. So we went back to my high school.
Right. Sister Jude.
Yeah. So we had the nuns there, even the principal, she wasn't a very nice
she was a
person.
real-
During the whole thing, like when we weren't able to pay tuition,
real
like instead
bitch.
of being somewhat sympathetic, she basically was like, well, like she
Got a bad
suggested
habit.
she suggested that Michael leave school or not go to college
should
and
go
get
to
a
work.
job to pay my tuition. It was weird.
Yeah, she seems very holy.
Yeah.
It's a very
I mean,
took her vows
1920s thing to
seriously.
say.
so yes, we went into the guidance office.
Went into the guidance office.
Yeah.
Sister Jude was and she was a sweet little nun.
She was very little.
about 4'9",
Yeah.
About the size of this dog.
the
Yep.
size of the dog. And we went in and asked if we could use the. And I went in, I guess, a little.
And this was
Gruff.
old school where you used to pull the catalogs and get the application. Like
Right.
nothing was
Yeah, nothing
online.
was
This was
online.
I'm old before computers.
So we went in. I said, yeah, we need to look at some catalogs,
Yeah.
whatever. Oh yeah, let me help you. Would you feel more comfortable if I left? And I said, yeah. Why don't you get out? So she left. And so we did what we had to do. And now when we leave the office, and as we're leaving the high school, the principal
Yes.
comes by. Oh, Mr. Vellon, Michelle, blah, blah, blah. And because the tuition was paid, now we're friends again. So she gives me a big hug. I wouldn't touch her. Touching Satan.
Yeah.
So what? You just arms to the side,
That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
like a dead fish.
Yeah.
He looks like a dolphin.
So it all worked out.
It all worked
It was good. It was probably meant to be. But at
But
the
I
time,
think that's something that makes me very proud of you, is that you defend us. I mean,
yeah.
you know, in a world where I think the discussion where you're like, what makes a man, like there's all superficial things of what makes a man, but I think what really makes a man is standing up for those that can't stand up for themselves.
Yeah.
Like your children, obviously, but I mean, it's just doing the right thing and just being like, I'm not going to allow you to treat my child like this. I'm going to hold them accountable for what they've done. I'm not going to make excuses for my children, but you're not going to treat my children disrespectfully.
But I think even now, at our age, if we needed defending, we would still go to him,
Yeah, we
right?
would.
I mean, first.
We talked about that during the divorce. My divorce, how I, was very taken aback by how defensive you and Mom were for me. I don't know why I thought you wouldn't be, but I felt defended. I felt safe, which is funny for a 37-year-old to feel that way, but my parents made me feel safe.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's a true story.
Michelle made me think of something funny when she was talking about like skipping community college. Would you say that was like your dumbest moment as an adolescent?
Yeah.
That's it.
That was it?
Well, I mean, yeah, because I don't know what the end game was. How they would never not find out.
What do you think your dumbest moment was, Jason?
I don't think you can just pick one out.
Well, there's got to be.
I've had very.
What's the biggest
few.
one?
Of my adolescence, probably ordering a lot of porn and thinking that Dad and Mom wouldn't see it. I mean, that was pretty stupid. It was like
Ordering it off the TV?
off of their
and it would come on the
pay-per-view.
cable bill.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really
dumb.
was dumb.
How old
Like
were
mine
you?
was
How
dumb.
old
I
were
was
you?
16, 15,
Oh,
16.
what about the time I brought you all downstairs? I think it was all four of you. But maybe Michael
No,
wasn't
Michael.
home.
Oh, on the computer?
On the computer.
Yeah.
And
Oh, the boys.
I
Yeah.
started playing a tape. I says, now, which one of you assholes ordered this?
Yeah. On the computer.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
whatever it was.
And it was
Yeah.
you?
It was me.
Oh. Wait,
I
Chris
think I was like 8.
Poor Christopher.
And I think
Joe was there, too.
Yeah,
and
Joe.
then, Chris looked at Joe with the bobblehead because he always looked at Joe.
I tried to play it off. I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
I don't
never
think
seen that
seen
before.
one.
All
That
right.
would be
Well,
a breast.
pretty dumb, but
It was dumb. It was,
It's a good one.
Speaking about this, well,
Well, what about you?
a house party.
Oh,
that
you
house
clean the
party.
floor with the dishwashing soap, idiot.
I was I was
Somehow
screwed
Mom
from
got
the
mad
start.
at me.
Yeah, you were dumb.
There was no chance.
I told you not to do it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Mom was such a psychopath.
Yeah, she's a psycho.
And memorized
She walked
Where
in the house. And she was
everything
like, something
was.
has happened here.
immediately. Immediately.
I told
and
you.
They asked me once, and I denied it.
Yeah.
And then Dad was like, "You have a party?" Like a second time, and I was like, "There's no point." Yeah, I had a party.
Well,
was a great
I
party.
had a house party when Mom and Dad weren't there, and it was immaculate, except that one of my stupid friends left a Dunkin' Donuts cup underneath one of the tables where Mom had those things
Yeah.
over it. So, of course, Mom found it, and she's
Like,
like,
couldn't have been yours.
whose is this? Well, why would I put the Dunkin' Donuts cup underneath
Yeah, but
the table?
how many people were at your house party?
Like about 20.
Okay.
How
Why?
many was at yours?
Maybe like 100.
Oh, my God.
It's like the TV show.
Wow. Where was I? I must
I
have been
didn't
out
live
that
there.
night. No, because I came home the next day and I was like, this isn't going to work.
You must have
Where
been
the heck
staying.
did we go?
You went to South Carolina.
Joe.
And Caitlin.
Okay.
Caitlin went as
It
well.
was me and you that were home because I had to work. And I must
Yeah,
have stayed
and
the
Michelle
night out.
didn't live at home.
Where did
Yeah.
I stay the night out?
Wow.
Yeah,
100.
maybe. It was great. It went well.
Yeah.
Well, good. Yeah.
There you go.
Well, we're pretty much at the hour mark.
What?
Yeah. Over
I was
an
going
hour.
to tell them about the rope with the mattress.
Well, we can have them come back.
We could
I'm
definitely
sure
have
we'll
them.
bring them
How
back.
did you like it? How do you like it?
Oh, yeah, it's fine. Time went fast.
Yeah.
Do you have any dad quotes of the week?
Well, since he was here, I didn't want to overload too much, but I wanted to quote a text he sent to us. So was it Monday or Tuesday was National Pizza Day?
Yes.
So anyway,
Send us a pizza article.
so he
Only
sent
we
us a
would-
pizza
yeah.
article. How do you know if it's good pizza? Which we think we all know.
Right.
But in the text, he said, "You're never too old to learn about pizza." So
And
that's
a
my
true
advice for
statement.
this
Am I
week.
wrong?
No.
And he
Wow.
does take his pizza very seriously.
Everyone's
I
got
know,
that
I don't.
pizza pocket.
I'm like a pizza prostitute. I'll eat any pizza.
No, but you know good pizza when
No,
you know good pizza.
I do, but
Yeah.
it won't
What about
stop me from
Lido's?
eating
Oh.
bad pizza.
Yeah,
Well, pizza,
Lido. Oh,
not to get
Maybe we
weird,
should-
but pizza's like sex. Even when it's bad, it's good.
okay. Dad doesn't know what to say.
And on that note,
Dad, do you have anything to add?
No, it was a lot of fun.
Good.
I'm gonna have to cut that whole rant at the start. That was madness.
Not the
That was
whole thing.
crazy.
No.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard someone read off.
Can we do like an outtake at the end?
maybe. I mean, if we're being honest, he's allowed to
Yeah.
his opinion.
But he didn't say any of those things.
But
Oh, you were very good. I wasn't worried.
Well,
wait, are we
that's
still
true.
on?
Well, he can
Yeah.
cut it though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Behave. No, we're still going. It's still
alright.
going.
But that could be like outtakes.
I don't know. I feel like if we, keeping people's names out of it is fine.
But we didn't do a great job.
But that's fine.
We haven't
jobs,
said last.
whatever.
Well,
No.
But this is his opinion. I mean, we invited him on. We know who he is. If we now take out what he said,
I mean,
what?
you
I don't
take
know
shoes
if they
off,
would
you're
call-
Japanese. I mean, what?
Well,
Did I say anything that wasn't true?
wait, what was the thing you said about Japanese?
they don't wear shoes.
Oh, well, that's not wrong.
Eh?
Okay.
I'm glad we had you.
It. Maybe go through it.
It was our the quickest hour we've had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Went
agree.
by fast.
Definitely.
Yeah, it did.
The others just dragged.
Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to add?
Plug?
I don't know.
No, I'm looking for a job.
Okay.
Something where I,
There you go.
Not
Send us an
physical.
email. Comment on Instagram.
Not do much or get
A
paid for
moron
it.
can do. That about.
Really shooting for the stars there.
Yeah.
What about Jason, Michelle? Anything to add?
No,
No, I
thanks
think
for
we'll be back next week.
Yeah.
I think no guests next week.
no
but-
guests next
Why
week,
not?
but thanks, of
Well,
course. Thank you
we-
for listening.
We don't want people to
Yeah.
overshadow us.
I was surprised Mom said no.
Oh yeah, we asked Mom
Oh,
if
no
she wanted to
chance.
come on, and she
I-
said no.
I would
She
like
doesn't
to
want
find
it.
out why.
Well,
She doesn't like
we'll
to be
find
out there.
at dinner tonight.
well,
Yeah.
okay,
She's a
we'll ask her.
She's a private
we'll
person.
try to record her without her knowing.
But then I suggested we both should be on.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's a lot of personality.
people.
I said maybe like our birthday episode. We could have
I'd
Mom.
We
also-
talk about giving birth to us.
Nope. I
I'd
think
also
not
have
for
to
that.
buy another microphone.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, we could share one.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
All right.
All right.
All
I
right.
think that's all
With
we
that,
it.
thank you guys for listening to the Middle Aging Podcast. We will catch you next week. Next week.
week.
Chris just had a stroke.
There it is. One
See
per
you next
episode.
week.
Thank you, everyone. Once again, thank you guys for sticking around and listening to this whole podcast. We plan on releasing these on a weekly basis, so please come back. Be sure to follow wherever you are listening. We also have a YouTube channel, The Middle Aging Podcast, and you can follow us on Twitter at middle_aging. And in the future, there is potential for us to start live streaming these, so we will keep you in touch there. And then if for any other reason you need to contact us, you can reach us at middleaging1@gmail.com. Middleagingpodcast1@gmail.com. Once again, thank you guys, and keep on listening.